Greetings folks, this is Bill and I'd like to invite you to join me Thursday mornings for my breakfast coffee niche from 7am through to 10am, a program aimed at creating an oasis of relative quiet during the early part of the weekday. Music of a moderate, relaxing and generally calming nature, provided for a broad range of music genres and placing emphasis on Aussie artists. The show may include a touch of comedy, an occasional live interview, news from regional and rural art galleries, my attempt to tip some winners for that day's racing, together with selections from the week's community newspaper, headlines from The Age, our hourly air news updates and regular weather reminders. Join me Thursdays on Sunbury Radio 99.3 FM. Yes, good morning everybody. It's 26 minutes or 25 and a half minutes to 7 o'clock. This is an early edition of the Breakfast Coffee Niche for you today. In fact, it is our final edition, so I hope you can stay with us for some part or all of the program, taking you through until just after 10 o'clock. So that's the meeting at Warrnambool this afternoon, the third day of the three-day racing carnival. We've got Uncle Jack Harris in the studio here. Good morning, Jack.
And don't forget, Bill, you win some, but you lose more.
Very true, and we're reminded of that every time there's a race on. All right, Jack's just wandered into the studio. You're going away, Jack, are you?
Yes.
Thailand, I guess?
Of course.
Of course, okay.
After the doctors visit me.
Oh, okay. You've got to have the doctor's check first. All right, what can we do for you? Jack's popped in.
We're just coming to say congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Thank you. And enjoy your holiday.
Your retirement.
I'll have a chat to you in a sec. I'll just put on a lady here, another lady from Brisbane who we've interviewed a few times way back in the early days, and she records a few songs up there and performs around Brisbane. Do you know that? There she goes. That was Marilla Holmes and her song called The Parting Glass. I seem to have a few visitors here this morning, which is very rare. I've had more text messages than I've had in 19 years put together. and usually up here in the studio, all of us, most of us, we don't see anybody all the time we're here. We're on our own. But I have one or two visitors here at the moment. Dean, hello.
G'day, Bill.
You were here last night.
I was here last night.
What were you doing last night?
In the jailhouse tonight, on Wednesday night. Yeah, we had a great show, as always. Lots of different music, usually sort of in the old country space, but we were a bit bluesy last night on that one.
Okay.
So there you go.
So you have a variety, don't you, really?
Yeah. But, lots of Australian independent music is probably the main focus.
Yep.
Yeah, so. But we couldn't miss this morning, Bill. Very special occasion, your last show. You've been a great volunteer for Sunbury Radio, and we all wanted to come up and wish you all the best. And I encourage all the listeners to stick around after the 10 o'clock news, because we've got a bit of a surprise for you, Bill.
I was going to stay around a bit and play a few more tracks. I've got a surprise for everyone. And Jack's still here. Jack's happy Jack. He's going away on holiday. So you play nice and easy listening on a Monday and Wednesday morning, don't you, Jack Norton?
Yes, well, we hope it comes across that way, Bill. That's the way you taught me.
A lot of the oldies too, like Ron. Ron likes oldies and goodies. That's how Ron Burke describes them, and I think Jack probably says the same thing. All right, well, look, we had Jean Clifford in here a few weeks ago, who's joined me in the last hour of my program, and she brought in a wonderful collection of...
All right, it is 9 minutes past 10 here. You're listening to Sunbury Radio 99.3 FM, and we have a studio full of people here because it's a big day for us here, because we're saying farewell to Bill, who has been a magnificent volunteer for Sunbury Radio over 19 years. Bill has done a range of shows covering all sorts of genres from, what have you done, Bill? Classical, jazz, show tunes, rock and roll?
Modest rock and roll, not the current form of rock and roll. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a very, very big occasion. And I've got Jack Harris over here as well, putting you on the spot. And Jack, I understand Bill was had a big part in you coming on Sunbury Radio.
Oh, because he played the best classical music show. What was it, from 6 o'clock until 9 on Sunday morning?
10 years in a row, yes.
And it was beautiful to wake up to. What I enjoyed.
Yeah.
What were they? St Martin in the Field.
That's
Yes,
right,
I'd
that's
always ring Bill and say, play a St Martin in the Field. No, I've got it in my program.
And Jack filled in for a couple of times when
Few
rare,
times,
rare
yeah.
Sundays I didn't turn up. Jack filled in, so there you go.
And
Well, you did those in those days. You filled in. You didn't leave it blank.
Yeah, we did a lot of fills in back in those days, that's right.
Well, Sandy and Gravel were great to fill in for too.
absolutely.
Getting off the damn phone was the hardest part in those days. But at any rate, that was those days.
Fantastic. And we've got a couple of other presenters here too. We've got Gary from Gaz's Sunday Morning Country, and we've got Ollie from his country show as well. And they've both been former presidents of Sunbury Radio, and they would probably join me in saying that I guess being on air presenting shows the fun stuff, but takes a lot to get a volunteer radio station going. And another thing that Bill has been heavily involved in over the years is the committee here, long-term treasurer of the station. He's been a secretary of the station, and he's done both roles at once at various times as well. So it's been an absolutely fantastic effort, Bill. So yeah, we're really pleased that we could come here and wish you all the best today. So thank you.
Sir.
On a personal note, and I think I told this story on air last night, but I'll tell it again. The first time I heard from Bill, and you probably don't even remember this, Bill, but I think it was about my 4th or 5th show on the radio, and I was having a terrible show. I was pushing the wrong buttons, queuing up the wrong songs, I was stumbling over my words and all of that sort of stuff, and get a phone call in the studio, and it's Bill, and he says to me, hi, I'm Bill. I'm one of the other presenters here. I haven't met you before, but I just wanted to let you know you're doing a really good job, and keep it up, and you know, you'll be right. And that confidence that gave me, it was just absolutely really special. And as I say, I still remember that call. You know, what is it? 4 years later.
It would have been your first show, I think.
Very, very early on, yeah. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Now I'm going to pass your set of headphones over to you, Bill, because I want to make sure you can hear what we've got for you. It's not just the people here that we've got. We've been sent in a few messages from all around the world, in fact, to wish you some special wishes. And so we're going to start with this one here.
Hi folks, it's Dawn Barrington Music here, and I would love to give a big thank you to Bill Kirk for all of his support, not only to me as a singer-songwriter, but also his commitment and dedication to original Australian music across the board. You're a legend, Bill. I'll never forget when I first started hearing my tracks played by a community radio station in Melbourne when I was living in WA. How exciting. I want to wish you all the best to your future endeavours. You will definitely be missed.
Hey Bill, it's Andy and Laura here from the Weeping Willows.
We just wanted to say a huge congratulations on your almost 20 years on air. Such an incredible achievement. We really wanted to say thank you so much for all of your support over the years. We will miss your show and really wish you all the best for your new adventures. Thanks heaps, Bill.
Hello Bill and everyone on Sunbury Radio. It's Marilla Holmes here, calling in from Sheffield in the UK. You can probably hear some spring birds twittering in the background. So congratulations, Bill, on 19 years of amazing community radio, and it has been an absolute pleasure to join you in the studio on a number of occasions, and for the support you have shown to me and to lots of musicians and your community over the last couple of decades. It's been absolutely incredible. Thank you very much for all you've done for us and the community and musicians, and enjoy your very well-earned retirement, and I hope to see you soon when I'm next on tour in Australia next year. Keep your smile shining bright, and enjoy whatever the next phase of life brings you. Lots of love, Bill. Go well.
Hi, it's Alicia from Alana and Alicia. A big congrats, Bill. 20 years, what an amazing innings. Thank you for your wonderful support of independent music over the years. You are a legend, and volunteers like you help keep our independent music scene alive. So thank you.
Good morning, Bill. James Rufatt speaking. Bill, I wonder if you recognise these notes. Just have a little listen. Yes, those notes are from a particular track called Jackie, which also happens to be your favourite track from my Cheyenne Plus album recorded back in 2021. But of course, Jackie was originally from a little album I recorded called Cheyenne way back in 2008. And ever since that year, you've been playing my music on Sunbury Radio right up until this day. So I want to thank you very much, Bill, for doing that for me. It's been an honour and privilege and a thrill hearing my music on Sunbury Radio, played on radio by you. I wish you all the best in your future. Enjoy sleeping in, especially with these cold nights coming up. And let's catch up on Puckle Street next time you're in the area. God bless you, Bill. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. Bye.
Hey, this is Brisbane singer-songwriter and Are You OK ambassador, Aislinn Sharp. A big congratulations and thank you to Bill Kirk for all your wonderful work and contributions to community radio in Sunbury. On a personal note, I'd like to say thank you, Bill, for giving me the opportunity to have my music played and to be interviewed by you, beginning all those years ago when I was just starting out. It's been a privilege to meet and connect with you and have your support of my music and mental health work, including playing my song Matter with the Choir of Hard Knocks to help promote Are You OK Day. Congratulations, Bill, on presenting your final radio show. I wish you all the best with what's next to come and look forward to keeping in touch.
So have we suitably embarrassed you yet, Bill?
Yes, you have.
Well, we've saved possibly the best couple for last.
There's still more.
There is. There's two more to go. The next one, Katie Noonan, someone who you've been featuring music from for a long, long time. Katie, people may have heard, sadly, is grieving at the moment because her father just recently passed away. But despite that, that didn't stop her going over above and beyond to send you a special message as well, Bill. So let's have a listen to this one from Katie Noonan.
Bill Kirk, I hear it has been 20 years that you have been serving your community at Sunbury Radio. Thank you so much for donating your precious time and for supporting Aussie indie musos. Thank you for playing my tunes. Thank you for contributing to community radio. It is so very, very special. I hope you enjoy the next chapter of your life. Thank you, Bill Kirk, for all that you've done.
I first came across Katie in 2006. She was a sidekick act to Josh Groban down at the Hamer Hall. And nobody liked it. All they wanted was Josh Groban. They wanted her to get off the stage, and I thought she was fantastic. And that was way back at the beginning when she went solo. And I bought all of her recordings since that day. And yes, I've always enjoyed playing Katie.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful voice, hasn't she?
But I've never spoken to her, so I'm privileged that you've managed to get that.
No worries.
Little piece.
Very good. All right, one more tribute for you. Now, we've had lots of musicians that we've just heard from then. This one is from your fans and possibly your biggest fans, and I'll read their names out and you can perhaps tell people who these people are. We've got Xavier, Willow, Harper and Wyatt with a special message for you, which is, of course, Bill's gone a bit shy, but they are Bill's grandchildren.
They are,
so
yes.
Let's play this one.
Hi, Granddad. It doesn't. Have a good time, Granddad, for your last time. Radio. Good up on the radio, Bill. Get up on the radio. Good up on the radio. Awesome day on the radio. Have a great time, Grandad. Yeah, Grandad. Good job, Grandad.
You're a genius, Dean.
There you go. So, yeah, that's what we wanted to present to you today, Bill. We couldn't let you walk out of the studio unannounced. So, on behalf of everyone from Sunbury Radio, we want to send you out a big congratulations and thank you for everything you've done for our station and our community, and we really appreciate it.
Well, you have me certainly embarrassed, as you expected me to be, but thank you, people.
No worries.
It's quite a surprise. I was expecting to finish off the last half hour with just some of my last desperate tracks trying to play and then walk out of here, but you've invaded me, everybody.
All right. Well, what we might do, we might hear from a couple of sponsors, and then I'll let Bill take back the pilot seat again, and you can finish off your show in the way you wanted to do that. But yeah, we couldn't miss it, all of us here. So we've got Steve Hart from the Just Jazz Show. We've got Ollie. We've got Gazza, and we've got Happy Jack and myself, Dean.
And Mrs. Ollie's out here too.
Mrs. Ollie is out here as well. So we're all here wishing you all the very best. So yeah, thank you very much, Bill.
Thank you.
All right, it is 25 minutes past 10 here on Sunbury Radio, and we'll be back with the end of Bill's final show in just a moment.
Okay, that's about it from me. We're going to take you out with the song that we've taken out the coffee lounge and the breakfast coffee niche with over the last year or two or so, and well, something to remember by. Anyway, thank you everyone who's listened, and thank you very much to the people from the studio who have come in here this morning to say goodbye. It was much appreciated. I was surprised. I thought I'd be sitting here for the last half hour and packing up and walking out to an empty studio, which is what we usually do, not just me, but all of our presenters. We usually sit here in the studio completely on our own and don't get any visitors unless we've got a guest coming in. So it was a nice change, even if it happened on the last day. But I did have a bigger crowd once. This was way back in the Sunday morning classic program where we played a little album put together by the young children down at St Andrew's Uniting Church, and the whole team came up. I think there was about 20 odd of them, plus a couple of their supervisors and Sunday school teachers. So that was quite an occasion, but that was back in 2009, I think, a long while ago. It's 19 minutes, 18 and a half minutes to 11 o'clock. Goodbye, everybody. We'll take you out. It's time to go. Yes, look at the time. It is well and truly time to go. So, bye now.
Look at the time, I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. Look at the time, I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. Hey! Now look at the time, I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. Hey! So patiently for me. She waits so patiently, it's been a year or three. Look at the time, I can't believe it's really time to go. Can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. Hey. The last time that I saw my love, the roses were in bloom. I left her standing by the porch, a baby in a womb. Oh, look at the time, I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. Oh. I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. I can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horses home. can't believe it's really time to go. I can't believe it's really time to turn the horse's tail.
You're listening to Sunbury Radio with the greatest mix of 50s music right through to today, 99.3 FM.